beat the Dolphins 52-24, actually earlier this morning. And again, earlier this morning, you saw the Bucks defeat the Vikings 38-6. The Bucks are now 1-1, Vikings 0-2, Dolphins 0-2, and Jags 2-0. And now you're going to see the 0-1 Panthers versus the 0-1 Cardinals. And since technically the Panthers did not lose last week, they tied, they get home field advantage because the Cardinals lost. But, however, the Cardinals did put up an epic fight against the Chargers at SoFi Stadium. They lost 38-20, so it was a close score. They just needed a little more to pounce. And now they will get another chance to try again today. Here at Bank of America Stadium. And it's no longer Cam Newton here. It is Teddy Bridgewater. Don't know if he's playing today or not. You saw that Ryan Fitzpatrick did not play in the Dolphins game last night. It was Tua Tagovailoa, however you say his last name. Tua Tug, we'll just say. Meanwhile, the kick is away, and we are underway from Bank of America Stadium. The returner is going to return this to the 21-yard line, and that is where Teddy Bridgewater will go to work if it is him in the game, and it is.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So as mentioned before, Panthers tied with the Saints last week, so they are 0-1. And meanwhile, here's a catch for almost a first down, but he stopped short. 2nd and 1.
To Ian Thomas. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 30-yard line.
Now Bridgewater on 2nd and 1. Christian McCaffrey to run. He gets a first down. Many more. He tries to spin. He stopped at the 43.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
As mentioned before, an excellent fight against the Chargers for the Cardinals. It was just not enough in the end. Chargers win the game 38-20. Meanwhile, pass is picked by the Cardinals.
Bridgewater's pass intercepted by the Cardinals. They'll take over 1st and 10.
And now Kyler Murray will take the ball the other way after the pass is picked. Murray's pass is caught and dropped. Incomplete.
Intended for Christian Kirk. Incomplete.
That was intended for Kirk on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, here we go. Kyler Murray's pass is caught. DeAndre Hopkins, the former Texan.
Murray's pass complete to DeAndre Hopkins. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Murray, pass is incomplete.
Murray's pass.
And it'll be 4th and 2 for the Cardinals, so they get nothing off the interception. Excellent defense by the Panthers. And the Panthers get the football right back. Carter breaks free for a minute and is brought down at the 39.
Pharaoh Cooper on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
And Bridgewater will go back to work off the interception. Hello. Just so you know, if it seems like I'm talking to myself, I'm doing a live stream. Yeah, I was getting my ID this morning. Meanwhile, Bridgewater's pass is hauled in, and it's inside the 10.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
I got
1st and goal at the.
I'm gonna pause my live for a minute and tell my friend that I'm talking to a friend. Somebody I met when I was camping. Yep, I was camping last week, and actually, my cousin was there. I think 2 of my other cousins and my aunt. And then her aunt and uncle and my grandma and my sisters, it was just like a full house when we were camping. Meanwhile, Bridgewater's pass is dropped.
Bridgewater's pass, intended for Ian Thomas, incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Sounds like a plan. That pass drop leads to 2nd and goal for the Panthers. And McCaffrey up the middle, and he's dropped at the 3.
Number 22, Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier. The tackle by Zach Allen. 4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and
Bridgewater.
goal.
Pass is picked in the end zone. What are you saying? Sorry.
Bridgewater's
Not
pass,
much, just doing a live stream.
by the Cardinals. They'll take over 1st and 10
from their own
at
1
1-yard
yard
line.
line. And this is not where you want to be, because if the quarterback gets sacked here, that's it. Oh, meanwhile, there's an interception and a touchdown.
Shaq Thompson. Touchdown.
Murray
Bears.
was backed up into his own end zone. He tried to get it to Larry Fitzgerald there. Meanwhile, Thompson was there, picks the pass off, and takes it to the house for a touchdown. So the first score for the Panthers is a defensive
Joey
score.
Sly lining up for
And
the
Sly
point
is
after.
on to attempt the extra point.
His kick
The kick is
good.
good. That makes it 7-0.
Makes
Yeah,
the score Panthers 7, Cardinals nothing.
maybe I look a little bigger now.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
So Panthers take a 7-0 lead off the defensive interception, and the Cardinals get the ball back in. That's 2 drives where they've missed out an opportunity for points off an interception.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26
Yeah, I can
yard
see
line.
how that would work. So the Cardinals got the interception last time. Murray backed up to his own 1 yard line practically. And yeah, that's fine.
Murray's pass intended for DeAndre Hopkins.
That was intended for DeAndre Hopkins and dropped.
He was
First
covered by
drive,
Trey
3 and
Boston.
out off the interception. Second drive, they get the interception in their own end zone, and then they throw an interception, and the Cardinals return it
Murray's
for a
pass complete to
touchdown.
Max Williams.
And now the Cardinals
It's a
are
gain
down
of 10.
7-0. So
And the
you've
Cardinals
left
first
at
down.
least 14 points on the field by not taking those interceptions down the field.
Murray's pass. complete
Meanwhile,
to
that
Max
pass is
Williams.
caught for a 2nd
4
and
yards
6.
on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Murray, 2nd and 6 now for the Cardinals. Murray throws it deep. Pass is hauled in by Kirk, and a touchdown for the Cardinals.
Murray's pass complete. to
59
Christian
yards.
Kirk. Touchdown, Arizona.
Now both teams are on the
Zane
board.
Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
Except the difference between the Cardinals touchdown and the Panthers touchdown is the Panthers was a defensive touchdown. The Cardinals
The
was an
kick is
offensive
good.
touchdown. Murray
That
passes
ties
to
the
Kirk.
game at
Kirk is
7.
open. He hauls it in and takes it to the house.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Yeah, I do that sometimes too. Here's the returner for the...
Trenton Cannon on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard
And he returns it to midfield. A good return there. And Bridgewater will go to work, and they got half a field to go if they want to try to score some points. More points, actually.
That's good.
Pass is
Carolina
caught.
Panther. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Yeah. Bridgewater. Pass is complete.
Bridgewater on the keeper. Incomplete. Intended for DJ Moore. Buda Baker there on the cover.
Yeah. When my grandma came to take me to get my ID, and meanwhile Bridgewater gets sacked. Anyway, what I was saying
Teddy
was,
Bridgewater sacked
when my grandma came to
by
take me to get my
Chandler
ID,
Jones. A loss of 9 on
she
the
had
play.
she was
Brings
at
up
work
third
obviously,
down.
so she had to leave work to take me. And she sent me into McDonald's to get her 2 cheeseburgers and a fry and pop for lunch. And they took forever to get me that.
Bridgewater's pass intended for Robbie Anderson. Incomplete.
Meanwhile, the Panthers will
defended
attempt
by
a
Patrick
field goal
Peterson.
here as they face a 4th and 19 as they couldn't get that pass completed. The kick is good and the Panthers are back out in front 10-7.
Field goal is good. Makes the score Panthers 10, Cardinals 7. Joey
What'd you
Slide
tell
to kick off for Carolina.
Oh, that's sad. Meanwhile, here's the return by the Cardinals.
The Cardinals take
And
over first and 10.
Murray
At
will
their
go to
own
work from his
28-yard
own
line.
28. They're down by 3. Panthers kicked a field goal, put that lead out 10-7. And right about now, earlier this morning in the Bucks and Vikings game, Tom Brady and the Bucks had a 10-0 lead. And they actually had a decent lead when the final whistle blew and that game ended. The Vikings did not score any points until time expired in the 3rd quarter. That is when Bailey, the kicker for the Vikings, kicked it, knocked it through the goalpost, and put 3 points on the board. And then the Vikings...
Murray's pass intended for Christian Kirk. Incomplete.
What'd you say?
3 and out. Fourth
Which
down.
one?
Andy Lee in punt formation for the Cardinals.
I'll probably do it, yeah.
Farrell Cooper on the return. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own.
I had seen it that
43-yard
day.
line.
Noah was like, lay off of calling me and stuff. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I never called anybody. I was camping. Bridgewater's pass is hauled in to the 11.
That's good
What a
for
catch.
Carolina
And anyway, what we were saying about the Vikings last night is after they kicked their first field goal as time expired in the 3rd and put 3 points on the board, again in the 4th quarter, Vikings take it down the field and cannot get the touchdown to get 10 points on the board. Instead, they kick another field goal and they end up losing the game 38-6.
2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
The live stream. Bridgewater. And tries to get it to his fullback, and it's batted away and incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Alex Arma.
And this is the time where you want to pounce and try to get in the end zone and put the score out. A 10-point game, meanwhile, a pass intercepted. And here he goes. He is running away with that, and they tackle him at the 45, but not till he's in enemy territory.
Intercepted by the
And that's
Cardinals.
3 interceptions Bridgewater has thrown in this first half alone. And we're still in the first quarter with 3 quarters to go in the game. 3 interceptions. Murray's pass is caught. He switches it to, or throws it to his fullback, excuse me, and gets a decent gain
1 yard
of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Panthers' 44-yard line.
Yeah. Me.
Pass interference. Defense.
Can't do that. You know. That's the reason we.
So the last two plays was a big pass to DeAndre Hopkins to the 21. Then you just saw a flag come out there for defensive pass interference on the Panthers.
Pass intended for Max Williams.
And that put the Cardinals first and goal on the opponent's 6 to try to take the lead before the end of the first quarter. Murray flips it to his fullback. His fullback cannot get in. He stopped at the 3.
Murray's pass complete to Kenyon Drake.
Murray.
Murray's pass intended for Larry Fitzgerald. Incomplete. It's 4th down and goal at the 3-yard line.
On 4th and goal, Murray and the Cardinals will go for it. Murray steps out of the pocket. Pass is batted away and incomplete.
Murray
And from their own 3-yard line, the Panthers will take over because it's a turnover on downs. Bridgewater, and we were talking that he has 3 first-half interceptions. At this point, that almost was another. Meanwhile, that turns into a big gain as the tight end caught it.
For a Carolina Panther.
And time expires in the first. And the score is 10-7. Panthers lead the Cardinals.
Panthers 10.
And as mentioned, in week 1, the Panthers tied with the Saints. None of those teams scored any points in the game. And there's a nice catch there for a first down.
That's good.
So the Panthers are 0-1. And the Cardinals did put up a decent fight in week 1 against the Chargers in Los Angeles. Unfortunately, they lost 38-20.
Complete to Ian Thomas. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line. That's good for a Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Meanwhile, the tight end Thomas is making good plays here. And there's a big pass, and it's a touchdown. What a catch there by the receiver for a 32-yard touchdown. And let's look at that again. So watch Teddy Bridgewater throw this to Anderson for a 32-yard touchdown. And we're going to spin the camera around, and we're going to bring it to the end zone right about here. Watch this. You see Bridgewater take the snap back there. Here's the pass. Anderson hauls it in and into the end zone. And we're going to replay that because you kind of couldn't see that there. So there we go. This would be an excellent place to set the camera up to replay this. Yeah, that's sad. No one deserves to lose anybody.
Especially a large one.
Yeah.
It's always hard.
Now, watch this one again. So you see Anderson. He's running there. Number 11. Bridgewater throws it to him and wide open in the end zone for the 32-yard score.
Touchdown, Panthers. Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
The extra point is good. That makes the game 17-7.
Is good. Makes the
4
score
plays,
Panthers
77 yards, and a
17,
32-yard
Cardinals
touchdown
7.
on that drive.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
But yeah, that's what I said. Is it seems like it's gonna seem like I'm talking to myself, but I have a live stream up and
First
going.
and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Murray steps out of the pocket. Under pressure, he throws it, pass is picked.
Right down their throat.
And the Panthers take the ball right back.
Jeremy Chin. Murray's pass intercepted. The Panthers take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
2 interceptions from Murray in this first half alone. There's the tight end Thomas, and he's making
complete to Ian
plays
Thomas.
today.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Still got 7 minutes and 45 seconds to play in the second quarter of play. And there's the handoff to Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey's open, he dives for it, and he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
Oh, that was a wow.
First and goal
He could have
at the
had
1-yard
a
line.
touchdown there, and it could have been 24-7. Meanwhile, under pressure's Bridgewater, he's going to go down.
Teddy
They got him
Bridgewater
for a sack. Baker with the sack.
A loss of 6 brings up second and goal at the Cardinals' 8-yard line.
Bridgewater flips it to McCaffrey. McCaffrey jumps in for the touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Panthers. The kick is good.
The kick is good, and now it's 24-7.
Cardinals 7. Joey Slide to kick off
McCaffrey
for
with the
Carolina.
catch and run for the touchdown. The 1-yard touchdown.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
From their own 17, Murray will go back to work, and last time out, he threw the interception. Obviously, they'll be hoping to not do that again. There is a completed pass, and he's dropped at his own 41.
Murray's pass, complete to
Pride
Max
Jr.
Williams.
assisted
It's a gain of 23
with that
yards.
tackle.
First down, Cardinals.
Murray. There he goes with the throw. Almost intercepted
Murray
again.
on the keeper. Intended for Larry Fitzgerald. Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Second and 10 now for the Cardinals. And Murray's going to go down. He's going to get sacked.
Ryan Bird.
Third and 18 now for the
Tyler
Cardinals.
Murray sacked. A loss of 8 yards.
And if the Cardinals aren't careful, they'll walk out of here 0-2 today.
Down.
Pass is incomplete, and they will have to punt
Incomplete.
as it's 4th and 18.
Andy Lee in punt formation for the Cardinals.
And we'll have the snap when we come back. Welcome back to the NFL. And meanwhile, it's 24-7. Cardinals are trailing. That's what I was going to say.
First and 10 at the 43
And the
yard
Panthers
line.
are leading. Bridgewater and the Panthers are in possession of the ball from the opponent 43. Meanwhile, Bridgewater's going to step out of the pocket. He's going to run this himself. And he slides before he gets the first down.
Bridgewater on the keeper. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 33-yard line.
So from the 33.
For Christian McCaffrey, incomplete. He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
And McCaffrey has the first down.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
That's batted away and
Bridgewater's
incomplete.
pass intended for Ian Thomas, incomplete. Buda Baker there on the coverage.
Got three down. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Bridgewater takes the snap, fires, pass caught, McCaffrey inside the 10.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
First and goal from the opponent 8. 3:47 to play until
First and
halftime.
goal at the 8-yard line. Bridgewater's pass complete to Ian Thomas.
From the opponent 3 now, second and goal.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Pass is caught. Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Panthers.
We're having Taco Bell for dinner.
Makes the score Panthers 31.
7 plays, 43 yards, and a touchdown for the Panthers. They're leading 31-7 right now. And the Cardinals will get the football right back. He stopped at his own 31, and Kyler Murray has not looked good to this point in this ball game. But he and the Cardinals need to try to make a comeback while they still have a chance. Pass fired, and it's caught. The fullback hauls it in at the 31 in enemy territory.
Complete to Kenyon Drake. 38
It's the
yards
fullback
on the play.
Drake.
First down, Arizona.
Watch the run.
Fires, pass, caught, and he's dropped.
Murray's pass complete to Max Williams. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
After a
7
pickup
at
of
the
3,
28-yard line.
pass is picked. Intended for DeAndre Hopkins. As we reach the 2-minute warning, 31-7 Panthers. And looking at just week 1, the last time a team trailed just by like so many points when they only had 7 points on the board and the other team had 30s on the board was the Bengals and Bucks game, where the Bengals defeated the Bucks 35-7. Meanwhile, Bridgewater's pass to McCaffrey is caught. McCaffrey breaks free of multiple tackles and takes it to the 43 before he's brought down.
Carolina Panther. First and 10 at
Minute
the
16 to
43-yard
play
line.
here in the second quarter, as halftime is right around the block. Meanwhile, Bridgewater, deep pass. And he's stopped at the
Good
1.
For a Carolina Panther. First First and goal at the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1. Bridgewater steps out of the pocket, fires, passes, picked in the end zone. That's 4 picks Bridgewater has thrown in this first half. That is 4 picks Bridgewater has thrown in this first half, but however, his guys do have the lead. Meanwhile, there's Drake, and he's going to get a first down. Yes, he is.
Complete to Kenyon Drake.
And it's safe to say he could just run the clock out here, take it to halftime.
First down.
And that's what they're doing. Drake.
That's the end of the first half, with the score Panthers 31, Cardinals 7.
The score at halftime is Panthers 31, Cardinals 7. And we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Carolina kicks it off. The third quarter starts now.
The Cardinals take over.
Murray will go to work from his own 28. And his guys trail big here in this game. Lots of Cardinals fans making their way to the parking lot. They only have 7 points on the board. And they've thrown a lot of well, they've thrown 3 interceptions in the first half.
Intended for Christian Kirk.
The Panthers have thrown 4, but they're still winning.
On the coverage.
Meanwhile, under pressure is Murray, and he's going to get dropped by Burns. Burns made sure he felt the burn of the turf.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's third down.
3rd and 19. Murray out of the pocket. Fires. Passes. Incomplete. Intended for DeAndre Hopkins.
Andy Lee in punt formation.
Here's Lee to punt, and this has been a very big sight all day. Them punting the football, if not throwing interceptions or turnover on downs. Meanwhile, they broke free for a minute. He's brought down the opponent 34. That's Cooper.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Bridgewater. It's caught by McCaffrey. That's strange.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
That's good for a Carolina first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And they got to get to the 3 for another first down. McCaffrey, and he's dropped behind the line. And that'll be 2nd and 2.
Christian McCaffrey.
2 yards shy.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 5-yard line.
Bridgewater steps back to avoid the rush. Under pressure, he throws under pressure. It's caught, and they actually lose yards. They lost 4 yards there. It will be 3rd and 7. Bridgewater, and he's gonna get sacked this time. So the field goal unit should come on for Carolina. They will attempt a 38-yard field goal. Which they do. The kick is good, and that makes it 34-7 now.
Good. Makes the score Panthers 34, Cardinals 7. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
There's the kickoff, and here's the return. And the Cardinals have not been doing very good in this game.
The Cardinals take over.
Last time they had to punt. When are they gonna change those punts into 4th down conversions? Murray Fires, pass, batted away, incomplete.
Murray's pass, intended for Larry Fitzgerald, incomplete. Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
Pass caught, Kirk! And he takes it inside the 15.
Complete to Christian
In enemy
Kirk.
territory, he is in the
It's a
red
gain of
zone.
60 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Murray. And that's a loss of a
Murray's
few
pass.
yards there.
Complete to
He's second and
Briggs.
13.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
Let's get off the field, D.
Murray takes the snap. Looking open receiver for the first down.
Murray's
Third and
pass,
1.
Complete to Max Williams. A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's
Coming
third
up
down.
next, we'll see the Eagles and Steelers from Lincoln Financial Field, and it's incomplete.
Murray's pass.
So do you go for field goal attempt here, or do you
Intended
try to
for
punch that in
Kenyon
the end
Drake.
zone for a
Incomplete.
touchdown? And Murray and the Cardinals are going to go for it, and that's an excellent decision there. And that's incomplete.
Murray's pass.
So the
Intended for
the
DeAndre
Panthers will get the
Hopkins.
ball on their own 4-yard line. Meanwhile, that's a big advantage for the Panthers, or the Cardinals. The Cardinals could always drop Bridgewater in the end zone and get 2 points for a safety. Bridgewater's pass is caught, and he's out of bounds quickly
Bridgewater's pass.
at the 8.
Complete.
So a
to
gain
Ian
of
Thomas.
4 on that play.
He's out of bounds at his own 8-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Bridgewater
Brings up 2nd and 7.
fires to McCaffrey, and he drops it. Incomplete.
Bridgewater's pass.
3rd and
Intended
7.
for Christian McCaffrey.
Could
Incomplete.
the Cardinals force the Panthers
Brings
to
up
punt?
3rd down and 7.
McCaffrey, and they will have to punt. He lost 4 yards.
Bridgewater's pass. Complete to Christian McCaffrey. He's out of bounds.
4th
behind
and
the
10
line of scrimmage.
for
Michael
the
Velarde on
Panthers,
the
and the
punt for
Panthers will have to punt here from their own end zone. Kirk.
Christian Kirk on the return. The
From
Cardinals take
and
over 1st and
Murray
10
will take over
at
from
the
the
36-yard
36 in
line.
enemy territory.
Give me that ball, defense.
Pass is caught. What a catch by Kirk.
Murray's pass.
He
Complete
catches
to
it and then
Christian
drops
Kirk.
it out of bounds, but
A
he
gain
got
of
both
13
feet down
yards.
inbounds
First
before he
down,
dropped it out of
Arizona.
bounds. That is a catch. Murray fires, pass caught, and for the moment it's a touchdown, but multiple flags on the field.
Pass interference. Defense.
It is defensive pass interference, and they are going to decline that, and because they want the touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez lining
So
up for
to
the
make
extra
this a
point.
20-point ball game, it is good, and that makes it a 20-point
kick
ball
is
game,
good.
14-34.
Makes the score Panthers
They trailed
34,
7
Cardinals
to 34,
14.
and now they trail 14-34,
Zane
with still
Gonzalez
plenty of
to
time
kick
left
off
in this
for
ball game.
Arizona.
We still got 13 minutes and 35 seconds left in this whole entire ball game for the Cardinals to try and make a comeback and win. If the Cardinals lose, they'll be on the road again next week in week 3. If they win, they could force the Panthers on the road.
1st and 10.
Only reason Panthers got home field advantage is because technically they never lost or won the game. They tied, and another reason is the Cardinals lost. So the Panthers got home field advantage. Meanwhile, a catch there, and he breaks free. And he's down at the 24.
Good for a Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And here's where you really got to get something on Bridgewater. Bridgewater breaks free, and he's going to get sacked.
Teddy Bridgewater sacked.
Peters brings him down.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
I think the Eagles and Steelers game is going to be very interesting. And they stop him at the 28. That's Samuel. 3rd and 14.
That's a gain of 3.
If this was the 4th, that would be the 2-minute warning. But it's not the 4th. Bridgewater steps back to avoid the rush. He tries to fire, and he's brought down, and they are out of field goal range, so they will have to punt again.
By Chandler Jones. A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Oh, they're going to try the field goal. This from 60 yards out. The kick is no good.
Kick is no good.
And this score will stay right where it is, and Murray will go back to work. Murray fires, hauled in by Larry Fitzgerald. What a catch.
Murray's pass complete to Larry Fitzgerald. It's a gain of 35 and a Cardinal first down.
Kirk gets it shy of the end zone. He's brought down at the 2.
Complete to Christian Kirk. 1st and goal, Arizona.
17 seconds to go in the 3rd. Murray hands this one off, and he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown, Arizona.
Drake with the run.
Lining up for the extra point.
And it's a rushing touchdown for the Cardinals. And this is now a 2-scored game. If the Cardinals
makes the score Panthers 34, Cardinals 21.
If the Cardinals score two touchdowns and 2 extra points, they have the lead.
Trenton Cannon on the return. The Panthers take
7
over
seconds
1st
to go in
and
the
10
3rd, and the
at their
Panthers
own
have possession of the
34-yard
football.
line.
And did he get the first? He did, as time expires in the 3rd. Welcome back for the 4th and final quarter of play. 34-21 is your score. Pass is caught, and he's out of bounds. That's Thomas, the tight end.
Bridgewater's pass complete to Ian Thomas. Out of bounds at midfield. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Bridgewater fires towards McCaffrey. McCaffrey gets the first down before he's out of bounds.
Pass intended for Christian McCaffrey.
No, it's 3rd and 5, the referee says.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Bridgewater steps back to avoid the rush. Here he goes for Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey's trying to run forward. 4th and 3. And the Panthers will have to punt again. And this could turn into a potentially dangerous situation. It's just a 2-score game.
Christian Kirk on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 14.
And Murray's gonna try to make a comeback. If Murray can make a comeback happen and get the Cardinals the win, that's considered Murray magic right there.
Murray's pass, intended for Christian Kirk, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Murray, first pass incomplete, 2nd and 10. Steps back to avoid the rush, completes a massive catch there. And they're going to take this to the 48 on their own side of the field.
A gain of 34 yards. First down, Cardinals.
8:16 to play. Down 2 scores. If you're the Cardinals, what do you do? Deep pass. And it's dropped by DeAndre Hopkins. That would have been big if he could have held on.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Time
Incomplete.
stops because the pass
He
was
covered
incomplete.
by Dante Jackson.
Murray fires to Drake. Drake got a touchdown his last time out. And he fights for a first down here, and I'm pretty sure he got it.
Complete to
No,
Kenyon
third
Drake.
and inches.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
Meanwhile, here's a pass to DeAndre Hopkins. Hopkins pulls it in. Inside the 15.
Murray's pass complete to DeAndre Hopkins. A gain of 29 yards. First down, Arizona.
Catch by Fitzgerald. And he's dropped.
Murray's pass complete to Larry Fitzgerald.
2nd and
yards
2.
on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Panthers.
Murray
5-yard
flips it to
line.
Drake. Drake tries to fight for the first down, doesn't get it.
Murray's pass complete to
3rd and
Kenyon
2.
Drake. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd down.
Pass is caught, no flags, and a
Murray's
touchdown.
pass complete to DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins, that's his
Touchdown,
first receiving
Arizona.
touchdown today.
Zane
And
Gonzalez lining
this
up
will
for
be
the
a
extra point.
one-scored game, so the Cardinals are making a comeback after struggling in this one.
The kick is
So
good.
it's safe to say
Makes the score
the
Panthers
Cardinals could
34.
potentially make the
Cardinals
Panthers walk out of
28.
here 0-1-1. If the Panthers walk out of here 0-1-1,
Zane
they're the road
Gonzalez
team
to
next
kick off
week,
for
and the
Arizona.
Cardinals are the home team. Meanwhile, he's
Cannon on
dropped
the
at
return.
his own
The
27.
Panthers take over 1st and 10. At
And
their
the
own
Panthers got to try to get
27-yard
something
line.
going to stall out the Cardinals. Flips it to Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey's had some good yards today. 4 rushes for 21 of those.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
Bridgewater.
27-yard line.
Fires. Pass caught. He got the first down.
Bridgewater's pass complete to Robbie
3rd and
Anderson.
inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
48 Mike.
Bridgewater is going to fire a deep pass. It is caught for the first down.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
McCaffrey with the run.
Christian McCaffrey on the handoff. He was taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Bridgewater flips it. What a fake, and he's down at the 2.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
That's Samuel. 1st and goal from the opponent 2.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And I feel like if you want any chance at being the home team next week, you got to slow down this offense. And they get McCaffrey behind,
Bridgewater's pass complete
the
to
goal line.
Christian McCaffrey.
and that'll be 2nd and goal.
A loss of 2.
There's
Brings
still
up
time on the
2nd and
clock.
goal.
They got to
At
get
the
it down the
4-yard
field and
line.
score another touchdown. If they miss the extra point, at least the game is tied. And meanwhile, Bridgewater's going to go down for a sack.
Teddy Bridgewater
3rd and goal.
sacked. A 9-yard loss brings up 3rd and goal.
McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 8. I think if you're the Panthers, you'll go for it here.
Christian McCaffrey.
Game is too close.
5-yard pickup brings up 4th
And
down
they keep
and
Bridgewater out there, and we'll go for it. And they stop McCaffrey at the 2-minute warning. 34-28 is your score. Meanwhile, Cardinals in possession of the ball on their own 7-yard line with 1:59 to play in the fourth. Kirk calls it in, and a catch, and a quick timeout by the Cardinals, and that's a good call there.
Christian Kirk. A gain of 34 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Murray, pass, caught, and a timeout.
Murray's pass, complete to DeAndre Hopkins. A gain of 16 yards. And a Cardinal first down.
He's in for the touchdown.
Murray's pass.
Kirk,
complete to
44
number 13,
yards, and we are
Christian
tied
Kirk.
at 34.
Touchdown, Arizona. Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
Here we go at the extra point. The kick is, oh, no good. He misses it. The game is tied with 1:41 left in regulation. If the Panthers can get down the field and kick a field goal, they could win it by 3. A touchdown will guarantee the game. Or they can run the clock out, send it to overtime, and try to win. Meanwhile, you cannot let the Panthers get a touchdown here, which they stopped them. Good thing, too.
At their own 44-yard line.
And it is quite windy here in North Carolina today, so that could explain the missed field goal by the Cardinals there. It's not really a big deal, because the game is tied. And just to think, before the third quarter, the Cardinals trailed 31-7. 34-7, actually. And then it was 34-7. Now it's 34-34 after the missed field goal. And I think the Panthers might just run the clock out here, send it to overtime yet again for the second week in a row, and try to win it. McCaffrey gets the first down.
Carolina Panther. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
49 seconds. They are in. They are close to getting into field goal range. They are in field goal range now.
Curtis Samuel, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
McCaffrey, and he gets brought down. We'll see if they call a timeout and try to kick the game-winning field goal. And they won't have time to. Time will expire in regulation. So we are going to overtime. Rules of overtime. If both teams kick field goals, or actually no. Here's how overtime works in Madden. It's different from real life. If a team takes the ball down, kicks a field goal, they win the game, depending on how much time is left. If both teams kick field goals, then we're in a sudden death. Next team to score wins. Obviously, both teams will get a possession unless the one team takes it down, scores a touchdown, or a safety. 10-minute quarter, just like the first 4 quarters. And here's the kick. It is away. The Cardinals elected to receive, and he drops it. Probably could have got more yards on the return if he wouldn't have dropped it.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals now. They fought hard to get to overtime. A loss would be disappointing. Pass is caught, and he's out of bounds.
Murray's pass, complete to Max Williams. Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
I've never had football. I've never heard of a team that has went to overtime, and had the game end in a tie 2 weeks in a row. If this game ends in a tie, that would be weird.
Yards to go.
The Cardinals would be 0-1-1, and the Panthers would be 0-2-2. 0-0-2. Meanwhile, big catch there by Kirk. And they're getting close to field goal range. You gotta keep them out of field goal range if you're this Panthers defense. Because I believe if they kick a field goal here, game over. And it's intercepted! The same guy who got a touchdown, he's gonna get a touchdown and the Panthers win. The Cardinals have lost their second game in a row. The final score 40-34. Panthers win. And Murray will and the Cardinals start the season 0-2.
Our final score in overtime. Score Panthers 40, Cardinals 34.
What a game. That could have been Murray winning that football game had he not thrown that interception. And why don't we take a look at that real quick? And we can't take a look at that. Never mind. Well, we'll show you at the end. But a big win for the Panthers as they tied in the first game. And they will get home field advantage again next week. And unfortunately for the Cardinals, it's another trip on the road. Now watch this overtime. 1st and 10, Carolina 39. Keep in mind, just 4 yards shy of field goal range. And Shaq Thompson picks it, and it goes to... I kind of am too, I ain't gonna lie. So watch this. Here we go. Murray. You see him throw the interception. There's Shaq Thomas for the game-winning touchdown. And we say so long for now as we get you to Lincoln Financial Field to watch the Eagles and Steelers.